evening, everyone. Hello, how's everyone doing? I hope you're doing well. You see, I took my hair loose for the salonist uh, in the morning so she won't have to do it. You know, I'm thoughtful like that, you know. It'd be easier for her. Uh, let's see here. I decided I put a schedule. Let's see where I put my schedule. I tried to schedule everything, including the filming, uh, including working on the ideas that have come to form, uh, and also working on the cue cards and then writing them out. So I came up with a schedule. I said I better do that while I'm feeling good, you know. Uh, so here is the schedule. Well, this one, which I'm doing right now. And then tomorrow morning, I have self care time at the salon. And then, let's see here. I've scheduled and I've talked to my co hosts about the filming Thursday around 2 o'clock, Generational Wealth Explained. This is a series that uh, we started, I think, last year or year before last, that would help people because a lot of people don't know how to start with a budget and different things like that. So, since she's real versed in the finances, uh, she said that she would work with me and be my co host on this. So, that's a regular series. There's another one, but I have to talk to her about it. I had already spoken to her about it, but since she works also, it's difficult to schedule it. But I will talk to her tomorrow, and I will give you that schedule, what she says. Uh, let's see here. Hmm. Oh, okay. Spirituality, episode 5. I will do on the 12th. Then I have a doctor's appointment on the, let's see, 15th. Uh, then I have, let's see here. Oh, I'm working on my cue cards on the 17th. And during those times, when I have time in between all of this and everything, I work on work on cue cards, work on writing down things. If there's ideas that come to me, so I'm working all the time. Okay, let's see here. What did Okay, on the 18th, I will do weekend diva cooks. Uh, and I might let you know what I will be cooking that weekend. It'll either be the 17th or the 18th that I will cook it and let you know what it is. All right. Uh, then, yay, on the 21st at 3 o'clock, I have my dental appointment. I would be so happy because I wasn't able to make the one on the 3rd. I feel ill with a flare up of my asthma. So on the 21st at 3 o'clock, I will have this month's appointment with my dentist, and he will be working toward my smile. I will be so happy. Okay, in between that, I will be working on my YouTube work and stuff like that. I really not off or whatever. Uh, let's see. And then the next, let me see here. Okay, then the next YouTube filming will be the spirituality episode number 6. So I will do that on the 23rd. Uh, then on the 27th, I'll be working on the cue cards, you know, doing what I need to do, bringing out the important points that I want to put on film, uh, and all that. Then in between that, I'll be working on that. Then I have a doctor's appointment on the 29th and on the 31st with my cardiologist. Uh, and I really rather not talk about that. So I'm full for March. I'm already full for April too. Uh, I'll work on that schedule with the filming and everything like that. Probably no. I was gonna say this weekend, but no. I'm having some time with my daughter, and she wants to do something special. I think she wants us to have a pedicure on Saturday. So, and maybe dinner or something like that after that, or a movie or something. So we regularly do that. And it might be a following. I might let you all follow us and see what happens. I don't know yet. She's shy. She doesn't like to be on camera. I'm shy too. Rather, I'm an introvert. I don't really like all this. I'd rather be a wallflower back on the wall, stuck in the wall where no one can see me. But this is what God wants me to do. So, God, I'm giving you my 110%. All right. So, uh, that's the updates. And now I will go on with, uh, I believe I named it, let's see, Living the Life of an Old Soul. Okay. Uh, when this came to me, I really was really young. Uh, and when I explain the attributes to you all, you will understand. But I was always by myself. And if I was by myself, I was able to keep myself from being bored, doing different things, talking to my dolls or whatever, or this and that. And I guess you could say angel, uh, invisible person, or whatever. And I used to do that. And I also used to like walk around a lot by myself around the house, uh, in the cornfields. My dad always had vegetables and different things like that. I remember one time there was a big thunderstorm, and everybody, all of my siblings were there, and my dad. And whenever there was a thunderstorm or whatever, he wanted us to turn off the lights and everything and be quiet until the thunderstorm was over. We would talking between each other during that time until it was over, but we could not turn on the lights until after it was over. So it lasted, it was pouring down rain. I remember it was pouring down rain and thunderbolts and lightning and all this stuff going on. And I think Daddy was afraid that one of us would get struck. So he told us to sit down in a specific place and be quiet. And that's what we did. After the thunderstorm was over, I remember, I don't remember no one else being with me, but I remember the corn had grown so tall. Uh, and at that time, I don't know, I think I was probably hmm, maybe in the, I don't know, fourth grade, something like that, third grade, something like that. So I was always short. I'm short now too, 5 feet 3. I'm short. Uh, sort of corn stalks. That wasn't really miraculous, but whatever. It was overshadowing me. And I remember walking in between the corns, and there was like little puddles of water, and I was bare feet. And I remember how amazing the red clay and the water felt on the bottoms of my feet. And I was out there, it was right behind the house until my brother or sister, one, maybe it was my mom, called me inside and I had to get cleaned up, wash my feet off and all that stuff like that. It was time for supper. So I remember that it was so amazing. It's interesting. So I was off to myself a lot. Uh, either I was with my dad, and I loved to hear him talk about growing up with his sister. His oldest sister raised him. He was 13, and she could cook. Oh wow! I remember going over to her house uh, when we was older, and even when my daughter was born, and it was like it was a regular thing after church, and our preacher was more like our uncle, and so we went to church and we did plays and different things like that. But anyway, uh, and her name was Aunt Patsy. And she looked exactly like my dad. They had a smile the same, and she was so sweet and so generous. And every time we come to visit her, she always wanted to feed us. And my dad would say, Patsy, you don't need to feed the children. We're going home, and our mom would cook for us. But she didn't listen to him since she was the oldest in her way. Uh, she would tell us to come to the table and she'd make us a plate. And then she'd give us dessert. And oh wow, her cakes were so moist and they was just a plain pound cake and just melt in your mouth. She was extraordinary. I loved her so much. And they were alike. Uh, things like that. And other things I would just love to read. I did well, very well in school, very well. Uh, I loved learning. I was like, I don't know, like a sponge. It's the same way now. I never get used to learning. I saw something else today on a channel to learn. So I will be enrolling in that probably next month or whatever. I have enough on my plate right now, but I will be enrolling in that and be getting a certificate in that. Okay, I'm going to give you the attributes. I came to say for other old souls, if there are more out there, well, I know my daughter is an old soul, but there are specific attributes to a person with an old soul, uh, and they are, uh, let's see here where they are. Okay, right now I wrote them down, but I can't remember them right now. Okay. Uh, they'll come up probably in my notes down here somewhere, and I'll tell you those two specific attributes. Uh, for one thing, I find myself to be, I'm interested for those people who want to get to know me. But usually people don't understand me. Uh, and as an old soul, we are never popular to people because we're confusing to them. They never understand us, and they don't take time to get to know us and see where we're coming from. Okay. The first point is I'm intellectual. I'm a very intellectual person. Uh, I'm not a follower. Uh, I'm not into the big groups and doing everything for uh, that everybody else is doing. I have a mind of my own. That's why I'm not popular with people. I I am not a follower. I'm independent. Uh, it isn't anything for me to be alone by myself. Uh, I am alone, but I'm not lonely. I like being by myself. I love me. Okay? Uh, I communicate, meditate, and I find it so soothing to the brain and to my spirit. And a lot of times, that's when God will communicate with me because it is quiet and He will let me know what is my next step that He wants me to do or give me an idea for a film that He wants me to do. So I don't mind that. Uh, I'm charismatic, and that's because God lives within me. That's where the charisma comes from. It's not from me, it's my spirit, and it comes from God. I'm an introvert, like I said. Uh, I will sit back and just, and I don't mind it. I don't mind. I could be in a restaurant sitting by myself, and it's calming to me. I don't mind not having a whole bunch of people around me. That's how introverts are. Okay, they don't. I don't like being the center of attention. I'll put it that way. Uh, I'm empathic. I can feel a person's emotions when I'm around them. Uh, that's why I have to recoup. Like when I go out, like Sunday, the second part, uh, I had to recoup today from all of those emotions and being around all those people. Uh, I just had to recoup. It's like those emotions saps my energy. And so I have to have some downtime and recoup that energy, recoup uh, my spirit. So That's why I did not do anything today. Okay. I'm very forgiving. I'm a, I'm a forgiving person. Jesus was forgiven. Some people think it's weakness when a person is forgiven. No, it takes a strong person with a strong spirit to forgive someone when they have done you wrong. Uh, as for example, I had a family member, and I said they could, after speaking with my daughter, that they could come and visit. So they said, uh, and I didn't know this until we saw it. We was discussing the flight and her coming, and the next thing I know, she calls, uh, and let me know it's booked. I said, I thought to myself, maybe should have discussed it with me first and her cousin, but she didn't. And so, come to find out, she said, tell my cousin to check her email. So I said, okay, hold on. So I went into my daughter's room, and this person had booked the flight already without discussing it with us for 10 days. Uh, and what we had discussed before, she did none of that. Uh, and when we picked this person up, I don't know, my emotions was like I was feeling this person, but it was not a good feeling. It was a foreboding feeling, like a warning. And I just said, no, no, it'll be all right. It's going to be fine and everything. Uh, and from the time this person got in the car, it was like that feeling got stronger and stronger. Uh, and she was very uncomfortable in the back. Uh, and I said, I have shorter legs, so the next time you can get in the front and I can get in the back. You know, this person said, thank you, but it was not a heartfelt thank you. It was like, hmm, you should have done it in the first place. You're like, anyway. Okay. So it was like this person is very narcissistic. Everything is about them. And I saw that everything was passive aggressive. This person was a liar. Nothing was the truth. Everything was about them. And it's like, oh God. And I knew in my spirit that I had to see this because God wanted me to let go of this person that was toxic and they were not doing anything good for the spirit. And this person was having lifestyle problems. And because I have a BA in psychology and I have doctorates, uh, God wanted me to help this person up to a certain point, and this person took advantage of it. through for many, many years. But through all that, I found it for me, it would be better for me to forgive that person and let it go. And I have done that because when a person is wrong, like that happened to me intentionally, I don't have to do anything because I did what God wanted me to do, and that's it. Okay? The rest of it, or whatever this person did to me, it's up to God. So I've forgiven this person and I let it go. Okay. I'm very intuitive. Uh, I know things before it happens. I can feel it. And being intuitive like this, I don't know if you even call it that because I just know things and I just know. And then it happens. Then I said, okay, whatever. I've always been this way. I call them gifts. These are being empathic and intuitive like this. I call them gifts. Those are gifts from God because this is my attributes as an old soul. But everyone do not have these same attributes. They may have different attributes. Okay. Uh, I'm a nurturer. I love helping people uh, and reaching out to them and trying to develop the best person that is inside them. And people appreciate that in me. Uh, I'm observant. I can just sit by myself and observe people. And I guess you could call them hits or pops or whatever. I know things and I just watch them. It's very interesting for me to do that. That's just one of my attributes I have from being a child because I learn things from watching people. I learn a lot. Okay, scholastic. Uh, I love learning new things, and it's easy for me. Even though I'm dyslexic, but it's easy for me to learn new things. And the older I get, the more I want to learn, and the easier it is. Uh, I don't understand it, but that's how it is for me. Uh, I am a very spiritual person. God lives within me, His Spirit, and He directs my life. And I know that this temple is not mine, but it's His, and I need to nurse this temple. That way I can heal. Uh, because God has healed me from the sarcoidosis. It's in remission now, and it's because I took some responsibility for this temple, for what I put in and on it, that God gave me grace and blessed me with this remission. And I pray that He does the same with the CSID and the other gastric problems that I have. Uh, and I thank Him for that. Okay, let's see. Like I said, my daughter is also also. Uh, and it takes a lot. for me to reject someone, uh, a person's full potential. Okay, and I nurture that. Uh, yes. Mm, okay, yeah, I confuse people. In conclusion, there are only a few gifts God gave me at birth. I was chosen before I was born. This life can be very difficult for me. Always, people always have the wrong idea about me. I don't understand why. I guess I could be confusing because of the attributes that I have. I have learned to everything in leave everything in the hands of God. I know this is my destiny and my ministry is nurturing people. So those are my attributes. Is living as an old soul, and I am the way I am because of this. Why God chose to give me this gift, I'm not sure. As time go on, I think I will realize and understand it more. But right now, I cannot definitely tell you why. Uh, I just know I was chosen by God before birth. Uh, and so right now, I hope you enjoy this special premiere. Uh, and it's for you to learn and understand me better because this is me. Uh, as personal as you can get. And I hope you enjoy it. And please comment and let me know if you enjoyed it. If you want me to do more things like that, so you will understand me better, then comment. And so right now, I will say good night because I have my appointment for self care. I'm so excited. Oh, nails and I'm so excited. But this is cute. I like that. Okay. Anyway, I will go and I will say, please remember to subscribe and like and continue to view my content because I have a lot of things to give you all. And right now, everything is free. But like I said, I have a manager. And as things go on, it won't be anything this year. Okay, maybe next year, uh, you may be able to pay. I cannot say. It's in God's hands and my manager's hands. So for right now, everything's free. Uh, all the information that you can get from me, uh, because I'm well versed and certified and have degrees, and numerous things. So I can teach you things, and please take advantage of it while you can. Because it is some good things. And right now it's the spirituality 101. Uh I think it's 10 episodes. Uh and I'll decide when I finish that last episode whether or not I will go on to spirituality 102 and explain in depth maybe one or two of those points more specifically so you will understand it better. I don't know. I'm not sure right now. But stay in tune and like and subscribe. And thank you for watching. Take care of yourself and each other. And please remember, pass it on. Thank you. Good night.